What up, everyone? It's your girl, Lady B, and I'm back again with another TV review. Yes, this is Star, Season 3, Episode 14, Amazing Grace. So, we open up with Carlotta at the office, and they're talking about how to promote their ASA artists with a budget of like nothing. So, they're doing basically Legends of the ASA, like the winners of the ASA tribute. So Gigi and Tech 3 are doing the 90s throwback girl groups or something like that. And it's like a great idea. Now, pops in Cassie. Cassie comes to talk to Carlotta because she hasn't talked to her since she brought the news to her about the baby still being alive. So I'm taking it this is about 12 days just because of something that's going to happen a little bit later in the review. But I'm going to say it's about 12 days later. And she's talking to Cass. Cassie's talking to her like, I'm coming to check up on you. I know you've been dealing with a lot with Star and everything that's going on and everything that we discussed. So what are you gonna do? Because we have a birth certificate and no leads. And Carlotta like she doesn't want to find the baby. She doesn't want to know about the baby. She doesn't even care. She doesn't want to reopen that wound. What Cassie's dad did to her and basically try to bond with the baby that was produced because of a child rape. And also, it was a boy. So she's not really feeling it. And Cassie's like, well, mom called me and said that dad might not make it, so you need to talk to him now because you need answers. He lied to you. He told you the baby was dead. He lied to you. She's like, I do not need answers. I don't need to go talk to him, nothing. Let it go. Leave me alone about it. Let it go. So she's like, basically, she needs to go to the hospital because it's a doctor waiting on her to tell her about what's going on with Star. And we get to the hospital and Simone's already there, and the doctor's telling her that Star has brain bleed. And Carla walks in right on this part, and she's like, "Wait, I thought you told me she was stable." She was like, "She was, but things took a turn for the best. Now she has a hemorrhage." So they're trying to figure out what their best solution is. And like in walks Alex, and Alex is hearing the conversation, but she never gets up close enough for them to even know she was there. And she's having a panic attack because she doesn't know what to do. And it's scary to her that Star has to have either surgery or try to wait it out. Things get worse. They don't know which way to take it, what's gonna happen with her, anything. So Carlotta's basically like, well, set up the surgery and do this, do that, and everything. And the doctor's like, well, we have to have it for next of kin. That's blood and at least 18 years or older. So this falls on Simone. And Simone like, we're not gonna cut into my sister's head because anything can happen. I have to make the decision that's gonna affect David's. And Carlotta like, but she's young, she can bounce back. And Simone's like, what if she doesn't? She's like, well, what if she does? We have to give her a fighting chance. She's like, well, what if she comes out of it and she can't walk, she can't talk, she can't sing, something goes wrong with her voice, anything. She's like that. I don't want to take that risk. She's like, what? So you want us to sit around and wait? She's like, this not a decision on us. This decision is on me. I'm making the decision. I need some air. Before Simone got a chance to storm off, Alex had already dipped off and basically went all the way back home. Like Alex could not take it. It was just too much. So she makes it all the way back home to Derek. And Derek's trying to help calm her down, trying to calm down a panic attack. She was like, I just want to be happy. I want to be happy and stop planning the wedding. But I don't feel like it's right for me to be happy right now with everything going on with Star. She has to have surgery. She has to have this. I don't feel like it's right for me to be happy right now. And he was like, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just keep it between us. And before they could really just keep it between them, a knock on the door. And it's someone out of Alex's family's camp, like their lawyers or something. He was coming to deliver some papers to her, and the papers happened to be a prenup. And Derek's like, wait, how did they even know? She was like, well, I told my mom thinking that we were on better leave, but I guess she didn't spill the beans and told have a New York property already. And sure enough, Derek's like, well, let's type it into the search engine. Her dad then told everything to everyone. They talked about everything. So everybody knows they're already engaged. The whole world knows. And Alex wanted to just keep things between them. It's like, OMG, what do you do? So, um, Noah is in a well, he's taking AA meetings pretty much. It's not really AA meetings, but it's something like, for drugs. Um, he's sitting down and he's telling his story. He was like, I thought it was my son crying, but it was a smoke alarm, and I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up. I couldn't do anything. And he was like, it's like that saying that the three things that the three different people is like who you say you are, who you think you are, and who you really are. He was like, I've always blamed my dad for my past, and I couldn't even help my son. I almost caused my son harm and this and that. Miss Bruce is going to the meetings with him, and he's been staying with Miss Bruce lately because everything that's going on. So Miss Bruce is helping him get back on the wagon of sobriety because Bruce had went through it himself. So he asked Bruce, did he basically tell his dad? And he was like, that's your thing to tell him. I'm not going to say a word. This is between me and you. That's your choice. So Miss Bruce keeping everything between them and trying to be there for Noah the best way that he can, because Noah needs somebody in his corner right now. So Simone's sitting in the hospital when she's trying to make a decision on what she wants to do with Star. If she wants to let her have the surgery, if she wants to try to wait it out. She's trying to make the best decision because it's not just going to affect her, it's also going to affect baby Davis. So she doesn't know what she wants to do, but she is trying to take the initiative right now to get temporary custody of Davis until Star comes out of her coma, because she doesn't feel like Noah is a perfect match to be a parent right now, with him falling off the bandwagon even though he is 12 days sober. She's not feeling it because he has been down that road before and he's fallen off before, and she does not want anything that he does to jeopardize her nephew. Miss Carlotta basically was telling her, like, excuse me, y'all. She supports whatever decision she makes. She knows this is a lot, but she can't fix this one for her. So whatever decision she decides to make with Star, she will back 100%. Now, the press is all over Alex about her engagement and different things like that. At first, she was hoping that they were just going to ask her about Star, but they're asking her about her engagement, and she doesn't want to talk about it. And she basically replies back to them on some, we're the happiest we can ever be right now. And as she was saying that, she was walking up on Simone, and Simone was like, oh, great to hear that, Alex. That's really, really nice. But Simone is just in her fifis right now about everything that's going on with Star and the fact that Alex really hasn't been around. But we know Alex deals with a lot by herself. So that's neither here nor there. Then we stroll across Cotton. Cotton has basically became the unicorn saver. She has all the trans girls that's been prostituting hidden. Turn the TV down. Hidden off in High trailer. She gave them a place to stay. What she thought they were doing was basically laying low, though. And what she found out they were doing when she went to go in there, and she sees that they have all their clothes just hanging out everywhere, bras and panties just dangling everywhere, and basically they're in and out from going to turn tricks in the trailer. She like, y'all done turned my daddy trailer into a whole house. And it's like, the other girls are gone doing what they doing. I need to go make my money. I'm not turning tricks for Leon. This trick is not, don't have nothing to do with him. We all don't have these nice, beautiful things that you got, Miss Cotton. Leon took care of us, so we got to go out here and get it. And they not really listening. She's basically telling them, like, you don't need to be out here on these streets doing what y'all doing when this man is looking for y'all right now. But they just like, dang it, we got to get it how we live. And that's what they focus on. That's what they doing. Can't change it. Y'all done gave us a set it off reunion. Guess who Noah's mama is? None other than Miss Kimberly Elise. Yes, Kimberly Elise is in the building, y'all. Her and Queen Latifah are under the same roof, acting together again, y'all. Yes. So she comes in like, boy, why haven't you been answering my calls or returning my calls? Like, what's going on? So he like, mama? She has asked Carlotta to set up a meeting so she can see what's going on with her son, because she knows something is wrong with the accident, the new baby, him trying to perform. She knows he is not in his right state of mind. and then he didn't relapse. It's just all types of things going on. She blames herself because when he was younger and his dad left them, she spiraled out of control. She started drinking real heavy, and she feels like it's her fault that he is the way he is, even though it's not her fault fully. She is partial to blame. But she like, this is crazy. But she gives Carlotta some words of wisdom, like maybe if he wasn't in this world, I could cope a little bit better or something like that. Basically triggering something in Carlotta to make her feel some way about her other son. So Simone's in there practicing for their ASA performance, and Noah walks in, and she has Davis with her, so he's trying to speak to his son. He's trying to talk to his son, and she doesn't want him to be nowhere near the baby. I get he fucked up and all, but that is his kid, and the fact that he wanted to see his child, you should respect that, Simone. Like, I get it, and you're standing in his presence. What could go wrong? What could be the problem? If y'all hear the background, that's my son. Stop it! Stop. So she snaps on him like, don't touch the baby, don't do anything. You're not well. I'm not gonna let you ruin Davis's life. And he like, I will call the police on you, girl. You don't have no rights to this baby. That's my son. She was like, and if you call the police, I will call DCFS and they'll be at your door in 2 seconds. Basically, they're going tit for tat over this baby, and it don't make no sense. Like, why? I get Simone wants to be protective and everything because that's the only family she has right now, but it's like, you still have to respect this man as this baby's dad. Yes, he messed up, and a lot of us messed up, but you can't hold the baby against him like this. He just wanted to say hey to his son. He ain't seen him since you took him away. It's been 12 days, y'all. He ain't seen his kid. Of course he wanted to say hey to his little man. That's his son. Like, I felt Simone, but then I hated how she played it because she looked like a bitter baby mama and it wasn't even her kid. So it was like, damn, Simone, you doing a lot, G. Like, come on now. And nosy man, y'all, nosy man. So she snaps on him, and then she lets him know that she is filing for temporary custody of Davis until Star gets out of a coma because she does not want to leave him alone with Noah at all. She doesn't even want Noah to have anything to do with Davis at this point. So Noah just like, you know what, whatever, and walks away. So I guess Maurice and Cassie then finally decided to take things the way they wanted to take things because they all booed up in this, episode of the show, and they in the studio, and that give him something he can feel. Ooh, so let him know that love is real. Pops on his song, on his like computer and stuff, right? And she said that's her song, that's her jam, that's her everything, right? And she ain't heard that since her first dance in high school, and they start slow dancing. I don't think they trying to keep this secret or anything. I think Carlotta does know, but I don't know when they announced it to everyone. But yeah, they in that slow dancing, and Gigi storms in like, I have to talk to you, Maurice. She like, well, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and talk, cause she walks out, and Gigi's basically telling him like, I can't do this. I've been doing press and this and that ever since my auntie died. I need a break. I need a breather. He like, I need you to do this performance, and he like grabs her hand. Meanwhile, Cassie is standing outside the door. Why does she storm back in and snap on Gigi like, little bitch, get off my man. That's my man. She was like, girl, don't nobody want his washed up ass. Like, you need to quit. Just like catch you a beat down. She was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave before I catch me a case. You need to keep her on the leash. Bark, bark, bitch. I said, oh well. Damn. All right, Gigi. So Noah goes back to talk to Miss Cassie, like, what is going on? Why did you bum rush me with my mama? And I'm doing good. I'm clean. And he's trying to convince somebody of this. And Miss Carla like, dude, I don't think you need to be performing right now. Like, you got to understand, look, Star is very sick. And we might need you. She might not never be the star that we remember. You need to do what you need to do. I need you to get yourself together. And I guess it dawned on him like, wait, this is real. Like, this is serious. He was like, we don't know if she's having a surgery or not. Which, y'all see what I deal with? And he like, We need you to get your stuff together for this baby. You keep saying you got your stuff together, but no, I need you to get your act together. Pull up Noah. He's been dealing with a lot. Just dealing with a lot. Baby, look. So the girls are rehearsing. Gigi is performing with Take 3 for this Legends tribute they're doing for the ASAs. And Gigi is offbeat, off step, just ain't got the choreography down. She ain't feeling it no way. She just, it's a lot going on. So Simone was like, look, this ain't gonna work. You off. She was like, I am never off. She was like, you were just off. She like, look, I don't need this little performance like some of y'all do. It was like, remember, I'm not star. She was like, you're darn right. Like, whatever. And she storms out. But she literally had like a heart to heart with Alex. She sits down like, so how long can Star's fans been out there? Because outside, the fans are like giving tribute to Star, singing her song, her parts of the song, and just holding candles like it's like it's a visual or something. Alex like they've been out there all day. Word get out that she might not make it. So they trying to show, the fans trying to show love. And Gigi like, I know I ain't had the best people around me always, but I did have a team behind me. And I know how it feels for them not to be there. So, for any sake, I do hope she pulls through. I was like, let's just get back to, practicing. It's going to be a lot of legends in the crowd. And Simone is looking outside at the fans and what they're doing. And she's just like, what the hell? Missy comes up like, look, we need to talk about what we're going to do with Star. She like, not now. She just under so much stress. Simone doesn't know what to do. She ain't never had to deal with this type of stuff like that. She goes outside and she's looking at the fans. One fan is like, we hope that Star pulls through this. And she sees Simone and turns to her and like, we're sending an extra prayer up for her family and friends. Baby, Simone took one of the candles from the fan. And they thinking like she's trying to be all cute with it and everything. She takes it and she sets it underneath a picture of one of the fans' pictures. He was holding up a star. She sets it on fire and goes, look, y'all out here like this a memorial or something. My sister ain't even dead. Get your asses out. I said, Lord Jesus. But she had a point. My sister ain't dead. Stop doing all this candlelight visuals and stuff like she's dead. She ain't gone. She's still here. She still fight. Don't do me. She like, I just want my sister back or storm off. She not feeling it. Noah catches up with Alex and he's asking her like, can you talk to Simone? Can you do something? I just want to see my son. I want to be back around my son. Like, can you do it? Alex like, I'm not getting in between this. You basically did this to yourself. He's like, you've dealt with this growing up. Like, what was the worst thing your mom did? It was like, other than trying to sleep with my boyfriend while we was together. He like, no, like when we was younger, what was the worst thing that she did? Alex goes back to thinking about when she was younger, her mom got like alcohol poisoning. She said it was a closet in that brownstone she used to hide away at when things would get bad. She was like, I didn't know if she was okay or anything, but I could not come out of that closet. I just couldn't come out of that closet. And you could see that it scars her. And Noah can see like it kind of scarred her too. And he like, I guess it was done on him. He does not want the image of him and his son's eyes to be negative. He don't want it to be like he feels like his son feels like he's in danger when he's around him. So hopefully this makes Noah get his stuff together because he does need to get his shit together like ASAP. So Carlotta ends up finding Simone on the side of the building where she usually be when she's thinking really, really hard. And she basically is like, she's going to support Simone in whichever decision she makes about Star. And Simone's basically praying, trying to figure out what she should do. She's like, she's mad at God right now because, like, why are they being put through this? Why is this happening? She's mad for her and for Davis. Like, she's really, really upset that she has to go through this. She like, Star wasn't raised with a mom, and now Davis might be raised without a mom as well. And she doesn't want that to happen for her nephew. And Carlotta's like, well, you could be mad at God, but basically just pray on it. And she held her hand and they say a prayer. Shortest prayer ever. And Carlotta was like, dear God, please do what only we know you could do. It's more like, that's it. So yep, and left it at that. So then we see Cassie coming to Karma, and somehow Maurice is inside Karma. Now they are business partners, but Maurice can't get inside Karma like that. And she was like, "How do you get in here?" He was like, "The new lady." She's like, "She's definitely fired." He has the "Giving Me Something You Can Feel" old school version playing, and they basically slow dance. And he tells her like, he's not Xander. He's gonna do her right. He's not Xander. She has to chill out and calm down some. And they kiss and they dance and all that lovely stuff. Noah ends up trying to go see Star, and when he gets there, um, what's the name? The white boy. Um, can't remember the white boy name because it's irrelevant right now. So he's there, and he like, yo, I didn't know you was gonna be here. He was like, so yeah, I come here every day and play music for. I guess you're surprised being here. And he like, okay, like nigga, and so he like how's Davis, and he started going into this whole elaborate lie about how good Davis is and this and that. He was like, so you gonna lie to me again? I asked you, was you still on that stuff, and you told me no, and now you think I don't know that Simone has Davis? I just know I'm a better father than you. He was like, don't be mad at me because you ain't been around. You didn't want anything to do with something. All of a sudden you here. He was like, don't be mad because it's not your baby. That's my baby. It's like I just know I'm a better dad, and they get into it, and Noah snatch him up by his collar, and they going at it. The doctor come in there and break him up and tell them they should be ashamed of themselves and kick him out. Kalata finally decides to go see her stepfather in the hospital because Kathy did tell her mom said that they don't think he was gonna make it, and after dealing with the whole Noah's mother thing, she felt like she needed to come. So she goes in there and she asks him like, "Where's my baby? Tell me where my baby is. I don't want your forgiveness. I don't want no apologies. I don't want none of that. I just want to know where my baby is." And he's playing his role and blah 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 like that. And she was like, I always thought, I always just put in my head that it was a child made of evil and that I didn't need him. But that baby in my stomach was not evil. And the daddy all of a sudden busts out his train. It's like, you know what, I forgive you. It's like, don't forgive me. Don't forgive me. You ain't my daughter. Cassie's my daughter. I'm your stepdaddy and you wanted it. You wanted it. Carlotta like, I wanted it. What? Baby. She was so mad. She took the pillow and she put it over his face and she started smothering this man. And the beefing starts going off. Different buzzes and everything like that. She was like, I was a baby. I was a baby. Nobody comes to this man's rescue, y'all. Like, nobody. Like, you wouldn't even believe it was a hospital because it's just buzzing. And nobody is coming to see why if he flatlined and nothing. Like, nothing. And so, Carlotta being Carlotta, she takes the pillow off his face before he dies or whatever. And she was like, you're not even worth it. You're not even worth it. And she lets him breathe. He catches his breath and she goes about his day. She didn't get the answer she wanted from him about what a child is, but she knows he knows what a baby is. He's like, that's my son. That's my son. You don't need that baby. Like that. And she just left in disgust. Like, I can't believe you after all this time. Baby, this storyline is just so messed up. So many different levels. Just baby still alive, you lied and told her the baby had died, all types of stuff. So it's the day of the girls' big performance, and they in these old school jackets. It's like TLC colorful, but Aaliyah clothing type, yet big puffy and mace jackets, just colorful as hell. So they go out there and they perform their little song and stuff. Carlotta walks in and basically gives Cassie a Maurice like the what's up. Like she cool with the situation. She ain't tripping. And the girls kill their performance. They just kill the performance, y'all. They do their thing. I mean, it was like lovely. Like the three of them together, their vocals were on point. And I'm really, again, starting to like Simone's voice more. It's like she's starting to train her voice more. And maybe that's what it was. She just needed more training on her voice over time. But she is starting to kill it on these performances. She already had the dancing and stuff on pat. But as far as the vocals, it was like her vocals wasn't strong, or they weren't strong with the song. And she is really starting to develop her own in these songs, and I am very proud of her. Now, y'all, right after the performance, Gigi announced that she's going on a hiatus from music for a while. She needs some time to just get her thoughts together and think about things, because she's dealing with a lot, because her aunt just committed suicide and different things like that. She basically announced that she's leaving music for a while. And Maurice ain't too happy about that, because he was telling her that she doesn't need to take a break. But she really, really does. She really does. And if you care about your artist any, you will let her take a break. And the girls are basically walking back to the house and they're talking. And Alex is saying how, yes, her and Star have a rocky relationship, but she doesn't want anything to happen to her. She doesn't want to lose her. And Simone like, well, basically, you ain't been to see her. She's been in the hospital for like 4 weeks, and you ain't been to see her. And then with the thing with the surgery, she's like, I don't deal with this type of stuff well. And you would think I would do better with everything that's happened this year, but I don't. But she convinced Alex to go to the hospital. And Alex goes to the hospital and she's telling her everything that's going on, from the situation with her mom to her and Derek and them getting engaged, her proposing to him, and her and Gigi going back and forth, everything that's been going on. And all of a sudden, Star pops and my eyes open. And I mean, she flutters and opens them wide up. Your girl starts back. I knew they wasn't gonna take my girl out like that. They can't. The name of the show is Star. It's about her. How can you just knock her off? Especially after she just had the baby. Everything that's going on. Y'all can't just pull her out right now. Star's back, y'all. Star's back. Y'all, that was Star. I guess I'll see you guys next week for the next TV review. Bye, guys.